Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So first off, this is like legit fresh ass hair. I literally washed it last night and I straightened it this morning, which is pretty much my usual thing. Kai is asleep behind me, which is why I'm pulled up further. Jackson is right here. I'm sure you'll hear him throughout this video making noise. But yeah, I'm really happy with my hair right now. I have a couple other videos I'm going to film today, and I think I'm going to cut my hair to about like right here to do like a bob style because I've been obsessed with it ever since I seen Kristen Dominique have hers. Oh my god, beautiful. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do that today. If I do, you guys will know because I'll be making other videos today and I'll be talking about it in other videos. But I'm very happy with the way my hair is right now. I did use my Time Style Iron Pro. There's nothing in my hair other than my Suave Heat Protectant. So that's pretty much all I have in my hair, aside from the fact that I washed it with that Moroccan Oil Shine Shampoo and Conditioner. I changed my nails. I'm just letting you guys to see. It is the Kiss Jelly Nails, and I believe they are in the style Just Jelly. At least that's what it says on the bottom. It's Just Jelly. So outfit of the day is just my little Charlotte Russe dress that I'm wearing right now. That cute like little like dusty pink one that I love it for spring and I love it for fall. I feel like it fits my spring aesthetic and it fits my fall aesthetic a lot also. So yeah, anyways, I'm about to do like a serious. I already ordered a new phone because Mama needed a new phone. If you can see the crop right in here, I needed a new phone, so I already ordered that. Um, I'm still waiting on my third Black Friday week order from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm about to do a order tomorrow for Jeffree Star Cosmetics during his 12 weeks of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm also getting some Christmas gifts for my brother's girlfriend. It's gonna be fun. During that, I'm doing a Kristen Dominique Cosmetics haul. Also, super excited about that. And I'm ordering from She Glam. So yeah, I'm about to legit spend like $500. So I think everything just went like green, and I don't know why it just went green. So weird. But anyways, I'm about to spend like $500. So I'm going to be going on a no buy until next year. Just letting you guys know that now. Because, oh, there's Jackson's hands. I just feel really happy with the way my makeup collection is right now. So that is why I will be doing a no buy until next year. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So today is another episode of Tease Dramas and Scandals. That blue was Kai. He's wearing his blue Mickey Mouse outfit. Today is another episode in my Tease Dramas and Scandals episode, and I'm very excited to be doing this because this was probably the biggest drama that had happened in the beauty community up until this point. And I rewatched all the videos to research this, and I have my own opinions, my own thoughts. I remember when this happened, and also this happened in 2016, so we are now, like what, 5 years into the future, so I have other thoughts also on this. And this is, of course, the biggest scandal Jeffree Star had been in to this point, which is Jeffree Star versus Kat Von D. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, from my research, I did see that Jeffree Star and Kat Von D were like really good friends. I think for like 10 years up to this point, they were friends. Kat Von D even had her own show, it was like a tattoo show where Jeffree Star is actually, there's an episode where Jeffree Star comes on and Kat Von D actually tattoos Jeffree Star. So that is like to the extent of their friendship, is like he trusted her enough to let her tattoo him, which I've actually been thinking about getting a tattoo. I want to get Kaya's name and his birthday and like all his information on my arm, and then I want to do Jackson on this arm, and then I think I want to do their footprints on like my back or like my ribs or something like that. I asked my brother if he wants to do the same thing for Caden, so that way I'm not going to go by myself, and see if Brandon wants to do it also. Just because, like, I have had surgery twice, I've given birth twice. I am also using this Essence I Heart Staged eyeshadow base for the first time today. But, I mean, I've given birth, and I've had surgery twice, so, like, I just don't feel like a tattoo would really be much of anything. Because I also gave birth to my kids naturally with no epidural. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like if a woman can do that, really, you can do anything. Because, like, the worst pain in the world is going to be labor. Especially after your water is broken, it's going to be labor. And I'm also going to be doing an extremely colorful look today, you guys. So, please bear with me with this. This is going to be a lot of fun. I am using a lot of Jeffree Star cosmetics today, so sticking with the theme. So, I don't actually know entirely what really happened, but they were so close that Kat Von D even had a liquid lipstick called Jeffree after Jeffree Star in her makeup line. And Kat Von D at the time had a very successful makeup line. Like, I remember a lot of people were like just raving about her makeup products, and I own like 3 Kat Von D makeup products. Well, they're KVD. She's no longer a part of the brand, which, if you didn't know, you can go back and watch my Tease Dramas and Scandals episode 2, I believe, where we go through all of Kat Von D's scandals and discuss why she's no longer a part of her own brand that she created. So I am doing a super colorful look today. My mom is going to freak. So anyways, I don't really know what entirely happened, but from what I can piece together, Jeffree Star wanted to create his own makeup line. He was really into it and he was really growing his social media presence. Oh, and I'm gonna guess that, because I don't know where they met, I'm gonna guess Jeffree Star and Kat Von D met probably at Warped Tour, because Jeffree Star was known to play at Warped Tour years and years and years and years and years ago when he still had his music career, and that totally does seem like something Kat Von D would like be a part of, like her style. I loved Warped Tour. I'm just gonna say that now. Black Veil Brides was like my favorite band for probably 7 years. And I love Andy Biersack's song that he came out with on his own, where it's I think it's called "We Don't Have to Dance." I love that song so much. But anyways, so from what I can gather, Jeffree Star wanted to create his own makeup line, and he was working towards that with having his own brand and everything. And he apparently had gone to Kat Von D, and they had an agreement where she was going to be an investor in his brand, but it didn't end up like working out that way. I guess she had said she was going to invest in his brand, but then when the time came to invest in his brand, didn't. It just legit broke this. But anyways, so she was going to invest, she said she was going to invest in his brand, and then when the time came to invest in his brand, ended up backing out of it, which is sketchy to say the least on Kat Von D's part. Because, I mean, like, if you're this big, successful, famous, like, entrepreneur and you have all this money, what is the big deal about investing in your friend's brand? Like, I would totally invest in my own sister's brand, and, like, she and I aren't even on talking terms right now. So, that should say a lot. But it doesn't matter because Jeffree ended up finding somebody to invest in his brand, and now we have Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which is a very, 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 I want to say popular brand. At least years and years and years ago, it was a popular brand. I love his makeup. You have to separate the person from the brand, honestly. And that's just kind of how I feel about it, is you have to separate the person from the brand. So, I think that was like the beginning of the downfall of it. And you can go back and watch Jeffree's video about it. But somewhere along the lines, Jeffree was called out by Kat Von D for not paying a makeup or not a makeup artist, a tattoo artist for creating the logo of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which is on everything he does, including his merch. Like it's literally on everything nowadays. So like yeah, if a tattoo artist created this, then Jeffree needed to pay them. Like I totally agree with Kat Von D for that. However, Jeffree states in his video that he did not have the funds to afford this tattoo artist named BJ Betts. And, you know, I mean, good job for Jeffree for admitting that, honestly. And he said that he used somebody who had already previously worked on his stuff in the past, being his beauty line. Not a beauty line. His merch line that he had in Hot Topic. He had somebody who previously worked with him on that create this design, which is, according to Jeffree, just a regular star from Google with a mirrored J in it. So if you were able to watch Kat Von D's video, which I actually believe is deleted now, she actually does have evidence that BJ Betts did work with Jeffree Star to create the logo. However, the logo pictures that she has are different than what we have for Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but they are similar, and Jeffree even admits that they are similar. So Jeffree obviously had a style that he was going for his brand, which I mean, I feel like I have my own ideas for a brand that I want to start that's not even possible at the moment, and I have my own ideas also right now. So I mean, yeah. Jackson wanted his bottle, and I just propped it up for him, so I'm going to have to keep a close eye on that. So sorry if you keep seeing me look over. So in Jeffree's video, he states that BJ Betts has been paid. However, BJ's never confirmed if he's actually been paid or not by Jeffree Star. So I'm not going to confirm or deny that because it's not been confirmed or denied. Because who really knows, honestly, at this point. But Jeffree said that he realized how messed up it was that he had BJ Betts work for him without like an actual contract, and he felt bad. So since his brand had started to gain a little bit of money, and he was very successful with it, he wanted to reach out to BJ Betts and pay him for the designs that he had came up with, even though Jeffree did not use them. Which, I mean, if Jeffree really did that, good on Jeffree. For real, good on Jeffree. Because that's right. That is correcting a situation that, I mean, honestly, he didn't really need to correct, but he felt bad enough to do. So, I mean, like I said, good on Jeffree. So, basically, Jeffree in his video is able to debunk everything Kat Von D said, which the biggest thing was really saying that Jeffree had not paid tattoo artist BJ Betts for designs that he had done for Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which really made a lot of people mad because they're thinking like, oh, well, he has this successful brand and he didn't pay somebody to create the logo that is now on everything, which at the time was still on everything. However, I think Kat Von D went about it in the wrong way with making a video, because even Jeffree talks about it in his video that her fans were up. She knew her fans were going to have a severe reaction to this, and they ended up looking up Jeffree's family's information and sending them death threats and stuff like that, which is why Jeffree decided to make his initial video, or his response video. So he basically is able to debunk everything. I mean, good on him for keeping the receipts. And apparently, this was around the time Kat Von D collaborated with Too Faced Cosmetics, and had pulled Jeffree aside because Kat Von D and Jeffree Star had a very, very public friendship, and they had told Jeffree that they were very surprised with how unprofessional Kat had been for their photo shoot, and Jeffree was just saying like, "Oh, that's not the friend that I know, but I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know what's going on with her." And Jeffree is able to prove this with text messages that he had not seen her for months, but he was still collaborating with her via text message. So they still were in contact at this time. Basically, this was a very public breakup friendship. And I don't understand why they had to have a public friendship breakup. That's something I'll never ever understand. And I mean, the way Kat Von D went about her breakup with Jeffree Star was really dumb, honestly, because if I remember correctly, she had just posted a picture of her and Jeffree together, and it was like had like a cross thing out on Jeffree, if I remember correctly, and that's how she announced that she was breaking up with Jeffree Star. So do with that what you will, but that was stupid. And I agree 100% with Jeffree on she totally knew what she was doing with making that post and making the video that she made. She did know how her fans were going to react. Or at least she had some kind of an idea. I mean, come on, it's the internet. And she's like how old woman? She's like 30 something at this time, late 20s. She knew her reaction. Like she's not stupid. She had been in the public's eye for how long and had how many fans? Like, she was not stupid. She knew the reaction she was going to get. And now we are at my opinion on the whole situation. So, I actually feel, personally, like, because this was actually around the time of the start of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I actually think that she saw the rise for Jeffree Star Cosmetics and saw competition. I personally feel that this public breakup of friends was because of basically, the public, I don't know the word, competition for Kat Von D versus Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Because if you've seen, after this, Kat Von D actually would slowly start to take a downside in sales compared to Jeffree Star Cosmetics, whereas Jeffree Star would sell out of every single product, every single collection that he ended up releasing. How often did we ever hear about Kat Von D selling out of a product or collection when she did release it? And she was also continuously in controversies at the time, after this also, which ultimately led to the decline of Kat Von D Cosmetics, or Kat Von D Beauty, and ultimately led to Kendo approaching Kat Von D to buy her share and buy her out of the company. And now we have KVD Beauty without Kat Von D attached to it. Kat Von D does not make any money from the brand nowadays. However, so that was the infall for Kat Von D with this drama and everything else that happened, because this drama, honestly, let's be completely honest, started everything, started the catalyst fall for everything. So, now let's look at Jeffree Star Cosmetics, because let's be completely honest, Jeffree Star ended up winning this drama, because his brand went on to thrive for a few more years, whereas she literally was bought out of her own brand. She was literally pretty much asked to leave her own brand that she started. So, basically, my question is Kat Von D obviously was not a good person, and that was shown in this drama. But the question I have to pose for my viewers who are watching this is basically, do you think Kat Von D was warning or attempting to warn the world about the real Jeffree Star? Because look at what we have now. Jeffree Star has been in how many dramas? And how many cancellations has Jeffree Star been in? Basically, what do you guys think? Do you think Kat Von D was attempting to warn the world about the real Jeffree Star, but maybe she went about it in the wrong way? I mean, if you're gonna call Jeffree Star out for being a horrible person, maybe call him out for being a horrible person instead of saying that he did not pay the person who created his design for his line, his cosmetics line, because that is actually something to cancel people somebody over, not paying the person who created your logo. But he was able to prove that wrong, and it ended up ultimately backfiring on Kat Von D. And again, he was able to win this drama. Ultimately, people ended up going to Jeffree Star Cosmetics instead of Kat Von D because they didn't end up wanting to support Kat Von D. They would rather have supported Jeffree Star and vice versa. I mean, vice versa now because people just don't really buy Jeffree Star anymore. I mean, I do because, again, I separate the... Hi, Jackson. I separate the man from the business, which is another thing of, like, separating Kat Von D from her business, but ultimately her being at the head of her business is what caused her business to fail, and why Kendo saw the drop in sales and decided to ultimately buy her out of the business. Whereas Jeffree Star is an independent brand, so it makes you wonder, are we going to, because I've actually talked about this in some other videos, which I don't know if they'll be up before this one or after this one, so I'm going to just go ahead and give it to you guys now. I've talked about it. Jeffree Star has actually discounted and had a lot of sales with a lot of his products right now this year. I mean, Black Friday, he literally had 60% off certain products. That's ridiculously crazy for the price of his cosmetics. And they're really, really good. And right now, he's having 12 days of Jeffree Star. He literally has the Platinum Ice Pro Highlighter Palette, which is $40 for $12. He has the backpack that he sells for $80 for $12. The Shane Pig Lip Bundle that is regular $90 is $12 right now, which is why Mama is buying some stuff for her Jeffree Star Cosmetics 12 Days of JSC haul that I will be making once I place that order tomorrow. So it makes me wonder if maybe Jeffree Star Cosmetics is seeing such a drastic decline in sales because of Jeffree Star being attached to the brand, because of Jeffree Star being in as many scandals as he's in. It makes me wonder if if somebody is slowly going to be itching Jeffree Star out. Which, going back to the drama, Jeffree Star had asked Kat Von D to invest in his brand when he was first starting it out because he needed a little bit of help. She said yes, ended up not doing it because I guess she just did not feel comfortable. He found somebody to invest in his brand. After it was obvious Kat Von D was not going to invest in his brand. Is that person still invested in his brand is my question. Is that person maybe offering to buy Jeffree out of it so said person, said investor can make more money? Is that why things are going on sale for so much of a discount? Or is Jeffree Star Cosmetics maybe going to just close altogether? He did release, and this is something that also really makes me think that maybe this could be true, because he did actually end up releasing the Pink Religion palette right beside the Pricked palette, right beside the Weirdo palette. Like, these three collections did not have a lot of time to grow on their own and have their own moments, which usually his collections have months on their own before he releases another product. So that's why I'm curious if maybe he just wanted to release the last products he had in stock before announcing maybe in 2022 that the brand is going to be closing. So that is something to think about. Also, think about this. He has had so many products out of stock on his website that he has not restocked. Why are you not restocking your products? Is it because you are planning to end your brand? Or is the brand going to go through a revamp next year when Jeffree Star is not a part of it, like Kat Von D? Because think about it, Kat Von D was not a part of the brand at the beginning of, I believe, this year or last year, but it was at the beginning of the year. So Kendo had a whole year to reestablish KVD beauty in the beauty community. So is Jeffree Star Cosmetics going to do that? And is it going to be the same thing like how it was with Kat Von D? You know, Kat Von D's brand was named after herself, Kat Von D. And Kendo ended up changing it to KVD because the name was so attached to the products, and also because Kat had designed a lot of the products on it. I think she also said that BJ Betts worked with her on some of the products designs, and the designs are just so iconic for Kat Von D, for KVD. And I mean, like, I even watch YouTubers who still to this day call it Kat Von D, and they don't mean to, because it's not Kat Von D anymore, it's KVD, which I am one of those people. I will refer to it as Kat Von D and not mean to, but it's just hard. So, my question is this Jeffree Star that going to happen to Jeffree Star Cosmetics? Is it going to turn out to be JSC from now on? Or since it is an indie brand and it is pretty well established, if Jeffree Star is leaving the company next year and like maybe he's selling it or whatever to this investor, and this investor is going to make more money off of it, is the investor going to keep JSC? Is it going to be Jeffree Star Cosmetics? Or are they going to do like Kat Von D and just name it JSC? Or is it going to be a completely rebranded brand and just turn into something new? Have a new name with the same iconic products, but under a new brand name. You know, Kylie Cosmetics actually did that earlier this year where they got rid of all of their products and they completely rebranded. They changed the packaging. The packaging on their lip liners are no longer black. It's actually a baby pink. But she completely rebranded. So I'm wondering if that's something that's going to happen to Jeffree Star Cosmetics next year. I'm only wondering that because of all his products are literally going on sale. And it's not like a little sale. It's like a big discount. It's a big discount. So that is why I'm just curious. But if this is something that happens, Jeffree has nobody to blame but himself. This again was the drama that started all the other dramas for Jeffree Star. Like, I wonder if Kat Von D hadn't done this and he was still friends with her to this day, would Kat Von D still own Kat Von D? Would it still be Kat Von D? Would Jeffree Star have been in Dramageddon 1, Dramageddon 2, and Dramageddon 3? I'm very, very curious about it, because think about it. Jeffree Star was looking for friends because he had lost his friend, Kat Von D. And then his friends betrayed him, or like something happened where they weren't friends anymore, and then Dramageddon 1 happened. Would Dramageddon 1 have happened if Kat Von D was still friends with Jeffree Star? Because would he have been searching for Gabriel Zamora, Nikita Dragon, Laura Lee, and Manny Inouye to be his friends if he still had his best friend? I will leave you guys with that thought while I frickin' drink setting spray. Wow. Wow, this is a very colorful look. I did blue, pinks, and purples. And I did blend a little bit of brown up here from my Pure Fusion Sultry palette to kind of make it look a little My lips are still dry from that blood sugar bowl liquid lipstick catastrophe. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did use a mattifying setting spray. I don't know why. It's probably because it was so close to me, I guess. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like if you did. Comment down below about this drama. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed so you can join my boobay family, watch my channel grow into my current subscriber giveaways. I have 10 going on right now, always. And watch my boys grow up. And don't forget to ring the bell to be notified of all my future uploads because I do post a video every single freaking day, but it's at different times every single day. So the only way you'll be notified is if you ring the bell. And I will see you guys in the next video, and maybe I will have my hair cut this short. We'll see. Alright, bye guys.